Okay, so I am outside working on my carrier. So the first thing I had to do is get it separated from the bottom and the top. So it wasn't too bad, just had to take some screws out, and then there's this piece, that's what I took out. This what goes right there. And I'm not sure, I put some WD-40 on it, which helped. And I've been using a wire brush to try to wipe off the rust. I don't know that I want to take all the hardware off. And then there's the other piece down there. And I've just been scraping the rust with a wire brush. I don't know that I want to take all the hardware. I'm not going to paint the bottom, so I may just leave the hardware on. So this is the second piece over here. And see, my cat's helping me, Cody Banks. And so the first thing I'm going to do is try to get this stripping off. So it's not coming off. I mean, it's just crumbling. So it definitely needs to come off. It'd be nice if it just all peeled off because it's so old. But that's not how life works. So see, sometimes I can grab a piece and start pulling it. See? But then it stops. So I'm going to get all that off. I'm going to clean it. I've got some Goo Gone. I may try that. I'm going to spray paint it black and then put it back together. Then figure out how to attach it to the roof. So I want to show you what I've done so far with the power washer. So the power washer has taken off quite a bit. I haven't got down there and felt it. So, but just look at what it looked like over here. Yes, and so the power washer is wonderful. Somebody said this stuff was really hard to get off, and so I thought, well, let me pull out the power washer and see what it does. So let me feel this. Oh, it's not too bad. Like I said, I may put it actually just feels like the plastic. This over here, of course, still has the glue, but yeah, so let me try and get a video of me power washing. That might be a little bit difficult, but we can there it is. It's on. All right, so we video me doing this side. So here is the top of the carrier. I'm going to paint the inside first, though sometimes I think I don't even need to paint the inside, really. But I want to kind of see how it adheres to everything. The hardest part is getting everything out of it, all the little dust and specks. There's still some in there. I'm not sure how to get it out. I've stood it up, I've dumped it over, and I'd like to lay it on something, but all I have is tarps, and I don't want to get spray paint on my tarps. So I don't know. Or do I just dedicate a tarp to spray painting? Because the tarp would keep the dust and the rocks from hitting it. So I'm not sure if I may just have one tarp. I just don't have an old dungy one. If I had an old one, it wouldn't be a problem. I know I gotta think about what I'm gonna put it on, or do I just spray it on the rocks? Because if they get spray paint on it, it doesn't matter. We'll see. Keep you posted. Next video, maybe I'll be spray painted, or at least the inside. It's about 1 can of spray. I bought 2, so I definitely am going to need some more. And another thing I should have bought. When I was buying this, I saw a thing that you can put on the spray can in a contraption. So you kind of use it as a trigger instead of pushing the top of the spray can down. Yes, with my arthritis, that is what I need. So I still have stuff falling in here. So I'm gonna go in for a little bit. I think I've got a meeting soon and I need to eat some lunch. I'll let this dry and then I'll probably make a trip to Walmart. I need to get that thing to put on top to spray because my finger is just not strong enough. But probably a can and a half is what I'm going to need for this, and probably a can and a half for the top, if not more. It does have a dull finish, which I don't know if I like that or not, but I got this because of it being heat resistant. So let's see what it looks like. This is high heat. So I figured with that being on top of the car, it'd be in the heat a lot. So this is what I got. So anyway, until the next video, see how we progress. All right, so here is the interior. I think it's covered pretty good. Unfortunately, when I went to Walmart, yeah, they did not have any more of what I bought. Is everybody spray painting something today? Or in this quarantine, everybody's working on something. So I did, I tried to make sure I got all the areas that look light. There's some areas I need to do. So we'll just try and get this all done. And then tomorrow I'll flip it over. I don't have the same stuff. I've used some of it. I've kind of gone down the sides a little bit with what I have. And did that side a little bit. And I need to go in and cover a couple of white spots. And see, this side I haven't done. I did get another paint. It's not the same one. It's black, but it's got a little gloss to it. I figured since it's on the outside, it should have a little gloss. I don't know. And who knows? Once I start working with this, this may all just rub off. I don't even know. But I've seen other people do it. How it's going to last in the weather, that is another question. Because it will get rained on. It will be up on top of the Jeep. It'll be hot. But as long as it can get us to Florida, that's good. And then if I can use it for camping, that is even better. Which I may try it out for camping before the Florida. So make sure it's not going to fall off. Make sure I have it strapped right. And everything like that. So it's coming along. Hopefully I will finish it tomorrow. All right, so continuing with this project, today's a sunny day, so I thought I would get out and try to spray paint the top, but of course it seems like I cannot keep the dust and stuff off, but try to get it spray painted really quick and so it can dry. And then I don't have the same one, the heat resistant one. I have a little bit left, so I'm gonna try and use what I can. And then I have another kind that's supposed to have like a gloss to it. So we'll see. But I'm gonna spray paint this and let you know what it looks like. And then after that, there's a spider. Why? Why are you on my thing? Huh? Look at that spider. They have the whole earth. Look at this. And they're gonna walk on this. Okay. Spray paint it. I do have a mask on, 1, because my allergies, 2, because the spray paint goes up your nose, so just want to protect from that. Get this spray painted, and then I will add the sealer thing on it and try to put it back together. Then the challenge is going to be getting it up on my Jeep, up there, and figuring out how to tie it down. So I could get crossbars, but I'm thinking I'm going to try and do it without crossbars. Mostly just to save money, I think. So yeah, we'll see. Saving money sounds good right now because I had to take, well, that's probably another video, but I had to take my dog to the vet, and that's not cheap, but she had to go. So that took some of my Florida money. So I'm probably going to have to definitely get out and DoorDash and just make some money. All right, let's get this painted. All right, so I used the rest of the heat resistant spray. So of course it didn't cover all of it. I knew it wouldn't, but they didn't have any more, so I had to get a different kind. So, and this kind of has a glossy finish, so hopefully that's going to look good, you know, as long as it stays. This little gadget here has been amazing. You put that on the spray can and I can use the trigger motion versus pushing down, and it makes a lot of difference with my hands. So, gonna get the other spray bottle, and I'm also gonna spray the metal pieces that go there because it's supposed to stick on metal too. And since it has a glossy finish, that way they don't stand out. So, keep spray painting. And this seed, I see another bug crawling on it. I don't get it. But hopefully with this sun, it will dry nicely and be looking good, and I can get it back together. All right, so I got that one spray paint bottle completely used. And I've got one more can of like an enamel type of paint. It's supposed to bond to everything. So it's like 2 times the cover. So I'm gonna let this dry for a while. Go back in, I gotta check on my students and stuff. But see, I can already see twigs and stuff already landing. Hopefully I can wipe those off when it's dry. So let this dry, come back out, give it another coat. I think underneath is fine. You know, that's not what's going to be out there anyway. So anyway, it's looking good, I think. Just wish little twigs wouldn't get in it, but hopefully I can wipe those off when it dries. All right, till the next one. Well, here it is. I'm about out of paint, so I kind of just had to stop. I think it's mostly covered. It does seem to scrape off very easily, which is frustrating, because as I put it back together, I'm sure I will scrape things off and so forth. But you can see underneath it's black. It's that dull black, and I can already see an area that needs to be sprayed, but it's on the bottom, so it doesn't really matter. Oh goodness, my cat. And you can already see, like on the edges, it gets scraped off pretty easily. So, yeah, I'm not sure what you do if you can prevent that from happening. Or it's just going to happen, and, you know, for the most part, it should look okay. I don't know. I gotta get the seal on it. I'll probably let it dry overnight. And put it back in my garage carefully. I'm gonna let it dry for a few more hours outside, and yeah, I think it looks good. I mean, it looks better than the white, and that will go on top of the gray. And then I've got the metal pieces there. Let them dry for a while. So that will go on top of this gray, and I'm not going to paint that because, you know, the same thing, it will start chipping and stuff. So hopefully I can keep it looking okay. And then I gotta figure out how to get it to attach. So basically I need to use straps, but the problem is, let me see, which piece is it? Yes, I think it's this piece. See that little opening? That's what the strap has to go in, I think. Yeah, that little hole right there. So that's not very big for a strap to fit into. So I don't know. Maybe that's not the strap one. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah. So these are still wet. Yeah, that has to be the strap one, because the other one... Oh wait, no, that's not the straps. That's the stuff on top. Oh, I'm showing you the wrong stuff. Good night. Alright, I was going to say that was a little tiny hole. Alright, this is where the strap will go. So that's as wide as I have. I did buy some straps, but they do have a hook on them, and I may cut that hook off and just run the strap through there and see what happens. I kind of want to put it on the Jeep and kind of ride it with it on and just kind of see how it stays on and so forth. You know, I'll use it if I can go camping in June. I'll definitely use it then on that trip. So, but once I get it up there, yeah, I'm not gonna be taking it back down because, yeah, that's like too hard. It's gonna take 2 people to get it up there, and so once it's up, it's gonna stay up. It'll just become part of the Jeep. All right. So I guess the next video will show it all put together. Okay, so I just turned it over on the grass. Figured that would be softer than trying to put it in the garage floor because it's going to scratch it up. Every little scratch takes paint off, as I suspected. But I put the ceiling thing on. So hopefully once I close it down, you know, that will kind of keep it snug. It's kind of windy up. But it wasn't hard, just kind of, it's sticky on one side, not sticky on the other. But if my nails touch, see, it scratches. Oh, it's so frustrating. So, I don't know. And this has been drying for probably about a week. So, yeah, it's just frustrating. I probably am more of a perfectionist than anything. So, you know, you want it to look really nice. But, look at that. It's all scratched up. But anyway, I guess it's gonna get scratched up. There's not much I can do about it. I gotta accept it. Alright, I'm gonna try and put it back on the bottom, and then I've gotta hook the other thing up, you know, that props it up. Hopefully I'll get that back on right. Alright, so it is back together. I kind of touched up couple areas where some paint got scraped off, but it's going to get scraped off, especially right here where you latch it. That is going to get scraped off for sure. So, you know, and just where you constantly attach it to things. But once it's on there, you know, the only time I'm going to open it is put stuff in it and take stuff out of it. So I don't know, but I think it looks pretty good. I don't know. What do y'all think? I'll have to look at the before stuff. You know, it's old, so just trying to get it to stand upright and stuff like that. I do have it latched because I need that my weather stripping to kind of get smushed a little bit. Because if you see right here, oops, sorry. Put my hand right in front of the camera. I don't have the thing I'm supposed to hold it with. See right here? Oops, I think I just touched wet paint. Yeah, that needs to go so I can get a lock in there, and I think it's because of the weather stripping I just put in. So we'll see, but not too bad. It should be able to do what it's supposed to do and hopefully not get wet. So I'm hoping that by latching it down, and we may just have to really pull that down to get the lock in. I might go ahead and get a couple of, you know what, I could use zip ties for now. Just put some zip ties in there just to hold it in there and to get the weather stripping smushed enough that it will close right. So here it is. The next time, hopefully it'll be on top of the Jeep and ready to go, get loaded.